Hey everyone, so I'm really excited to share this video with you today as I am going to be giving you guys a little bit more of an in-depth look at Lake Havasu City, which me and my uncle and a lot of other people consider our tropical paradise during the winter holidays. So, without further ado, check it out. So to start off, I've talked about Kingman, Oatman, and Quartzsite in some previous videos. And it turns out that Lake Havasu City is approximately in the middle of these towns. So to start off, I want to talk about some of the food here. The first time I tried a restaurant in Havasu, I tried Angelina's Italian because I love Italian food. And initially, while you get there and it looks expensive, I gotta say, don't let that stop you, because not only is the food really, really good, but you get some pretty big servings too. So normally, one trip to Lake Havasu, spending 20-30 bucks on Angelina's, like for a meal, that $20-30 meal ends up turning into like 4 or 5 meals for me. And my uncle was the same way. I told him, don't worry about the price, like you get a big bowl. And I think he said his ended up being about 4 meals as well. So you really get a lot of food for the price you pay. It's pretty fair. So Angelina's Italian was really, really good. And I started going there about once a month, twice a month. And then there's another Italian place, I was told, down by Rotary Park called La Dulce. And their lemon cake is to die for. Now, I would probably put Angelina's above this one, but because here you don't get as big of servings, but they're both very fancy places. I like to go just sit down. The atmosphere is beautiful. They got some music playing. It's very relaxing. Just the perfect way to go out and have dinner. So, besides those, there's also another place called Rosetta's, and they serve pizza here. I was told that their pizzas are really good and that you could order some pretty big pizzas for relatively cheap, actually. So I looked into it, and I found out that they claim to have authentic Chicago deep dish pizza. Now, having been to Chicago and having the real Chicago deep dish, I had to try this out. And I can't deny, their pizza is legit. It was amazing, and I will definitely be going back there in the future. So, the next part of Havasu that I want to talk about is Sara Park. Now, in my video on free camping, I mentioned the Western Winter Blast Pyrotechnics Convention. It's a long name, but basically, short story, it's one of the biggest pyrotechnic shows. They're testing the new fireworks, the biggest fireworks, and I actually did a live stream on that, so feel free to check that out. It's always on President's Day weekend here in Sara Park. But besides that, there's also a dog park, a runway for model airplanes and model helicopters, and a rodeo ground, and that's just the tip of the iceberg as to what is in Sara Park. Me personally, I love the hiking in Sara Park. I did a couple different hikes there, but my two favorite hikes is one where you climb up the mountain. When you first park there, there's this giant mountain. I ended up climbing up that mountain, and there's a little picnic table that you can't even see from down in the parking lot. And I'll just sit up there and I'll have lunch, and it looks over the city, and it's just a beautiful view. And my other favorite hike from Sara Park, I actually did on Christmas Day. I actually went out, and there's a little canyon that you could hike through. Now, some of these spots in the canyon, though, you're gonna have a little bit of a tricky time. There was some people taking a dog out there. You really can't bring a dog through the canyon because there's two spots in particular. One where there's a rope hanging down, and you have to kind of walk up the rope to keep going through the canyon. And then there's another one where a boulder had fell inside the canyon, and they put a small ladder there so you could climb up the ladder and then squeeze between the boulder and the canyon wall. So, not really the easiest hike, and I want to say it was about a 10-mile hike overall, but you do reach the lake eventually. There's some ducks out there, some picnic tables, they have a bathroom out there. There's a little charcoal grill to cook out there. It was a really beautiful spot. So once I did the hike and saw the views, I just spent about an hour, hour and a half, maybe two even, out there by the water just enjoying the nature. It was truly a beautiful spot. And honestly, although it's longer than the picnic table, I would say that was probably my favorite hike from Sara Park. And then the last spot I want to talk about here is called Rotary Park. This is close to the London Bridge and is actually a lot of people's favorite spot in Lake Havasu, as there's baseball fields, skate parks, there's beautiful walking trails, there's swimming areas, and this is actually where I took my kayak last year. And you're able to put the kayak into the water and kayak out to the London Bridge. So I thought that was really cool, and it's just a really beautiful spot. Not really like far away from the town. It's kind of right in the center, like I said, by the London Bridge. So it's a perfect little spot to just go watch the sunset over the lake. There's a lot of different stuff you can do there. An absolute must when you are visiting London Bridge and Lake Havasu in general. So don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. We are actually going to be heading back to Michigan soon. So by subscribing, you'll be able to get notifications every time I upload a video. I'm going to be doing one video every Sunday in the afternoon, probably around 4 o'clock Central Time. And we are going to be visiting some amazing stuff around the way, like Yellowstone, Mount Rushmore. We are going to be doing this very scenic drive through California. I'm going to be visiting some more places that the Ghost Adventures went to. So there's a lot of really exciting stuff coming up. I'm really excited to get content and share that trip with you guys. And that's going to be taking place starting about next week until end of May. So a lot of exciting stuff coming on. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on that notification bell so then you can stay up to date on all those adventures. And until the next time, you guys take care. I'll see you on the next adventure.